So you may be wondering why I got gloves on. It's because I got to check some stuff out on my truck, and I just got inspired to make this quick video. I'm getting ready to go. I just did a fuel delivery, getting ready to go do a tow, and I'm watching some content that I've created before to just try to kind of get a visual of how the camera looks, because I got a tripod right now that I'm holding it on. So last night, I don't go around bragging about things that I do, man. I do selfless acts all the time. These two in particular were I got a call from O'Reilly's. Some lady broke down at McDonald's, didn't have no money, but she needed to get back home. I'm like, well, if she was at McDonald's, she got money, but whatever, I ain't even gonna trip on it. I was on my way back from doing a service call. I slid by there, had one of my little dudes with me, and she couldn't get the key to turn in her ignition. So I went in, she had some WD-40, put something in there, and got it to go. Long story short, it wasn't that bad, no problem. She asked me for my number and all that stuff. Gave her the information. I'm like, ma'am, I don't even want you to know who I am, though. To be honest with you, this is just a random act of kindness. Somebody asked me to do it, and you know, if it was my grandma sitting at the gas station or the McDonald's, I would want somebody to help her. So then the parts dude, one of the other dudes, we cool, we chopping it up. He said, man, I just helped these people, blah, 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 man, you know, don't you tow? They might need a tow. And I'm like, yeah, you know, yeah, I do. But I ain't gonna lie, bro, I've been going all day. Like, I gotta get home, man. I ain't seen my kids all day. I got one with me. I ain't seen my wife all day. Like, I'm ready to go and, you know, kick it for a minute. So he told me the situation. They had a Nissan Altima. The belt tensioner broke on this car. And he said they ain't gonna be able to get it home. They were probably like maybe 5 miles, 10 miles away. Now, not that far. Well, I say, man, listen, if they call me, that's cool. If not, whatever. I had my little dude in the truck, and we decided to, well, we was leaving. And I'm leaving, I'm pulling out of O'Reilly's, and it's nighttime. It's like 7 o'clock at night. I didn't record this, man. Like I say, I felt bad for the people, to be completely honest with you. They got this Nissan Altima. It's kind of like a full-size car, like this Honda Accord, and they are pushing this thing. It's dark, and I pull up next to him, and I'm like, hey, what the hell are y'all? Why don't you just leave it at O'Reilly's if y'all knew it was gonna break down? Like, y'all literally like 20 feet from O'Reilly's, push it the other way. They're like, we got to get it to the house. There's no way we can leave it here tonight. We got stuff in here, blah, blah, blah. They lived in the projects. I asked them where they lived. They said told me where they live. I'm like, oh, okay, y'all live in a project, Spanish couple. And what got me is that they had this kid in the background screaming bloody murder, and he couldn't have been more than 2 years old. My heart dropped, because I could only imagine, like, you know, I've been in situations where I ain't had no money and people have helped me before. And I wish I had these dudes' information, man, because one time, I'll make it quick and I'm gonna relate it to this. I'm in Ellington, Florida at a skate competition, and long story short, before I knew what GPS was or had a GPS, I thought I could remember where to go. That's why I remember where I go now, because of this event. I ended up like an hour and a half out of the way, and I had no money. I had no phone charger in my car. I mean, it was a horrible day. That particular day was horrible, man. And I pulled to this gas station, and man, I'm like literally in tears, because I'm like, yo, I have no money to get home. I have no phone to call anybody. And I randomly asked these people for some money, man, and the first few people said no, and then somebody was like, man, you sure you ain't like buying drugs or something? I'm like, no, bro. Like, so they're like, what you doing over here? And these are some redneck dudes, man. Like, to be honest with you, some redneck dudes. And I told them what I was doing. And they said, well, if you can prove what you're saying, man, we got you. Jump start request, let's do this. So I'm over there, and I'm sorry, y'all, all right, so I guess it didn't come through. I'm like 2 hours away, and I need to get back here to Avon Park. This was like 15, 16 years ago, man. It's crazy. And I really think about how much time I've been around the block, around the sun. And what happened now? These guys, I was at a skate competition, they're like, yo, we don't believe you. So I pulled out my skateboard and I started doing tricks. I could land nothing because I was shaking, I'm scared, I'm nervous. I'm like, man, this is crazy. Like, I felt that was a very low point in my life. But the dude's like, yo, obviously you ain't lying, dog. You got a skateboard, you know what I'm saying? You kind of talk a little different, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, dude, like, you know, it's just who I am, man. I'm not in my right mind right now because I'm stuck. So long story short, they helped me out, man. I thank them tremendously. I got on back and everything worked out great. They gave me directions and everything. So last night, I'm seeing this family, and it took me back to that very moment. And I say, you know what? I'm gonna just random act of kindness. I know I'm in business to make money, but you can do things for people sometimes. But it doesn't come without some type of punishment. Those guys who helped me that day, the punishment was they lost a little bit of money. Even though it was in a good sense, they still lost money. I ended up flat strapping. I'm in the Cadillac with my son. I flat strap these people, you know, 5-10 miles down the road. You know, we push it back in. The guy, we get there, we push it into the driveway, and on the way there, this is what the story is about. This is what I call my bubble rope. Now this is from a tractor trailer, and this was a perfectly good rope until the lady didn't know how to give tension, and she ran over the rope, and it caught, and it ran literally just like that with her tire on top and skid across the road. So now my rope, you know, is kind of useless for some things. I still use it for some things, but the point is, no good deed goes unpunished, because now I actually got to step up my game and get a real bubble rope, or a rope. I could have used my chain. I think I had one on me, but it didn't work out. And now it's okay. The thing that I lost for that good deed was a good rope. It's replaceable. Those people, I didn't give them my name, didn't give them my card. I was gonna ask them for leave me a review at least, but I was like, no. Complete random act of kindness that I'm not expecting back. The world don't have enough of this now where, I mean, I can't say that. Maybe the world does, but it's not promoted. People ain't out here just willy-nilly giving things out, and the people who are, they ain't really promoting it like myself. Now, I ain't getting no videos, no pictures or nothing like that. The only evidence I have of this happening is that. And like the lady with the key, there is no evidence. Sometimes you gotta be selfless, man. Like, my business model is built on community, and you know, never know what day in the future they might see me and just say, what's up, you know. It's crazy. The nice guy don't always win, though, I'm gonna be honest with you, because that does suck, but it could have been worse. The point is, no good deed goes unpunished, but you need to spread love, spread happiness, spread joy, man. Go out there and make the world a better place. Ropes are replaceable, people are not. Think about that and then take some action. Until next time, mi gente, pi pro mundo beneficio siempre.